We are back with another review, and today we got the third installment, and I'm pretty sure the last installment because we cleared them out. Went back to the GameStop where we got all those pops for $5, and I got another 4 pops for $5. Pretty crazy, right? So let's check it out. We got the let's start with the Witcher first. We'll do the Witcher Wild Hunt first. Here's the Witcher Wild Hunt. We got Ciri Glow in the Dark from E3 2019 right here. Pretty cool. Here's the wave right here. Geralt, Ciri, Aridin, you got Yennefer and Triss. Pretty cool. So we'll check her out in a second. We're going to go through what we ended up picking up here. We got the GameStop exclusive fake Crash Bandicoot. Now this one, I think this one had some damage. I think it has some damage right down here in the corner. The flap's a little molested, but other than that, most of these were pretty decent shape. Oh, and the window, that's what it was. The window had like some glue residue, which I will take off, but there's a crinkling like right here. It looks like it was like almost pinched along that. But we'll check him out too. We'll take him out the box. We got Negasonic Teenage Warhead. This box was beat up, I would say, probably 8 or 7 out of 10. Like back here, for example. This is like very typical of when you put it in a pop protector, what you could do. So this wasn't in a pop protector. This came straight off the shelf. But if you do end up hitting or snagging your board, this is pretty much what it's going to look like. So the box was kind of in just rough shape. This is from the Deadpool line right here of the X-Men, which has the Negasonic Warhead. It's got Colossus, Cable, and Domino, which you know, we'll go through that in a second. We'll go through each one, but you know, the box was not the best. Let's just say that, not the best. And then lastly, we got the worst condition box out of all of these, but it was the last one they had on the shelf, and it was the last one that I needed for the set. So I'll probably eventually get a box upgrade on this one, but this was the Luchador Conan. There you go, Luchador Conan. Pretty cool. So here's the wave right here. You got Bavarian Conan, K-pop Conan, Armenian Conan, and Luchador. So I reviewed the other 3 on the channel already. Luchador is the last one to the set. So we will get a box upgrade on this, but when you can get a pop for damn near free, you know what I'm saying? It's something you just, you know, yeah, I'll grab that now. We'll do a box upgrade later. Or we'll just leave it as is because, you know, I mean, it's not too bad. It's just this corner right here got jacked up. And there is glue residue on the window, which I can get that off easily. Other than that, box is in pretty good shape. It's that corner, and it's the back. So that's what I'm saying. It's something where I might just like leave it. And this corner got a little bit of a, as the Lua would say, crinklage. We got a little crinklage there. We got a little ding, or what I like to say. I like to call it a ding, but that's a little ding right there in the corner. So that corner back there, and this front one's got a little ding. But other than that, I mean, what was it? About 25 cents, I think, a piece. If you did it out, about 25 cents a piece, I think. So check that out. That's pretty cool. And then the other pop that I ended up buying was actually a discount because I ended up buying these. So, which is great because I believe that one was on clearance for $8.99. Having issues here with Excalibur. $8.99, but it was on clearance for $5. So here is Conan Without Borders Luchador. Check this out. All right, cool. So he does come off his base like the other ones, which is neat. I didn't know if he would because he looks very top heavy. Look at the size of this head sculpt. He's got some dings on it. Looks like he's been in the battle. That's pretty much something I can get off with solvent. So that's totally fine. Holy moly, look at the back of this cape. That is impressive. Wow, good job, Funko. That looks cool. This is my favorite one out of the whole wave. This one is dope. He's got the whole Luchador things tied on. His like Luchador beard here, this part's glued on, but everything else is a head sculpt. Actually, this fin's glued on too. This beak, head sculpt. Look at that cape. My goodness, look at that. That took me by surprise. I thought it was just going to be a red cape. You turn around, it looks good. This is a sharp little figure. I'm not into the Conan pops. I was just putting the set together to flip it, but this is something that, wow. Conan Without Borders. Pretty cool. That's a cool one. That's probably the coolest one I'd say out of the whole set. And this one says Mexico on the side, obviously. But this is my favorite one out of the whole set. Bavarian Conan was kind of cool. Armenian Conan, very interesting. And then K-pop Conan was probably my least favorite out of that. I mean, he even has like makeup on, which is bizarre. I don't know if you can see that right there. He has like makeup on around his eyes. It's very bizarre, the figure. And he's standing all weird too. Like, I don't know. Very bizarre. That was my least favorite one, I'd say, out of this one, but Then again, I don't like BTS and I'm not into K-pop at all, so that's probably why I didn't like that one. And the Luchador is probably my favorite. I think this one's sick. This one's actually kind of cool. The little stand that they include with these Conan Without Borders pops are kind of interesting. They're just like flat, clear. They're like no other pop I've ever seen has a stand like this, a flat and clear one. So that's kind of cool. But I think the display aspect of that type of stand is neat, because it's kind of just like flat. It's very modern looking versus like the Star Wars ones, which kind of have like a base to it, like a stacked up step base, if you would. So that's Luchador Conan. We're going to leave him off over here to the side. Next, let's check out Negasonic Teenage Warhead. So this one is part of the Deadpool wave, and I already unboxed Colossus on the channel here. Cable, Domino, definitely familiar with, obviously all three of these characters. Never heard of Negasonic Teenage Warhead. I have heard of Warhead, but again, in my mind, I can't figure out exactly what Warhead was tied to in regards to a comic character. But I do remember the name Warhead, but not Negasonic Teenage Warhead. I'm not too sure what that is. So, and again, I am a comic fan. This is from 2018, but I can't be familiar with everything. You know what I'm saying? Can't know everything. So let's see what number she is. She is number 30,857, X-Men Negasonic Teenage Warhead. So that is her number. She's an older one. She does have her own base. So there is the short cropped haircut. And then paint app on this one is pretty decent, actually. Look at these buckles on the back. Those are pretty intricate details. And then the belt with the loops, that's pretty cool. They did good on that. Shoulder pads look good. Not sure what that is. Is that like a ace wrap or something? Shirt looks pretty decent. Jacket. These little, I don't know, little pouches, I guess you could say, that snap onto her belt. Those are pretty neat in regards to the paint app on them. They even did the little buttons on the flap right there. Her earring paint app, pretty decent on that. It looks like they got a little sloppy here on the hairline here. But other than that, pretty decent on the paint app. And this one, again, not familiar with the particular character. She doesn't stand up on her own too great, but she has a stand right here. So let's pop the stand out and we'll get her in her stand so she doesn't fall over. Very tiny feet on this one, so it definitely, I can see why it needs that base right there. So pretty cool. So there we go. We got Negasonic Teenage Warhead here. We got fake Crash Bandicoot. Here is the wave right here. We got Crash Bandicoot with jetpack, Crash Bandicoot with biker outfit, Coco Bandicoot, Dr. Neocortex. You got Aku Aku. You got Crash Bandicoot with scuba gear. Big line on the Crash pops. Not a particular collector of Crash Bandicoot pops, but do have a couple. You know what I'm saying? The cart ones I thought were really neat. This is from 2018 here, September 12th, 2018. Let's see what number we got here. 34,097 right there. So we got number 34,097, fake Crash Bandicoot. GameStop exclusive, pretty cool. And you can tell he's fake because he's got the real bushy eyebrows and the teeth. Let's see, let's grab here's Crash right here. Here's actual Crash right there. I don't know if I can get that in frame. See, his eyebrows are more manicured. This one's got real bushy ones, and the teeth are just really absurd. And he's got like pointy ears that kind of go out sideways versus them going up like how Crashes do. So just a few little subtle differences there, but you got the fake Crash Bandicoot. That's really, that's a bad paint app right there, Funko. I don't know what's going on there. It just looks really bad. It's off center and it kind of dips down to one side. So very bizarre. But you got the paint app on the front is pretty decent. The drawstring on the shorts looks good. The laces on the shoes, that looks a little wonky, that purple line. Someone was not paying attention when that was getting put on. That's interesting. Gloves are all right. Again, these cheaper pops, you could see why that they were staying around for so long. I mean, they weren't the best of the bunch. I imagine people probably chose other ones before they grabbed this, but here's fake Crash Bandicoot. Stands up pretty good. No base, of course, for this one, so we'll stand him next to Teenage Warhead. Now here's Siri, the Witcher Wild Hunt wave right here. This is number 150. This is the GID, the glow in the dark version from E3 2019 this year. Pretty cool. So here's the Witcher wave right here. It's got Geralt, it's got Aridin, Yennefer, and Triss, like we said earlier. but the exclusive for this one is for number 150, which is pretty cool. So let's see what number she is. This one was done in April. So this was done in April of this year. So I'm going to guess this one might be, what, early 30s? Early 30s, maybe 32, 33. Let's see. I don't know. 41,000. I'm way off today. So we got, she's number 41,007. So you got Pop Games, Witcher 3, Series 0L, Glow. Very cool. So, wow. Okay, so this is from E3 2019, but it's got a number of 41,000. So this is very bizarre because it's such an old pop, but it's got such a high number. Because right now I'm opening pops that were minted in July and August that have like 42,000, 43,000 maybe. Oh, she's got a really delicate sword, so we're gonna pull her out by her head. Yeah, she's got it. Look how delicate that is. So we're just gonna stand her up right here. She does, and we'll pull her base out. This pop is sick. I thought this one was sick. I can't wait to see the glow on this one too. We're gonna put her on her base just because of the delicate nature of this particular one and that sword. And then plus it gives me something to kind of hold on to. So there we go. We got her on her base. And check that out. I mean, I imagine this entire pop, except for her face, glows in the dark. Even these little zigzags look like they have that type of material on it, as you can see. I mean, the sword is sick. And then check out that glow action all over the back there. Super sick. Her hair looks sick. I mean, that is awesome. This is a cool one. Out of all of these, this is probably the only one I'm actually stoked for and will probably go in the personal collection. This one had the actual mint box out of all these. The other ones are for sets that I'm building that I'm not going to be keeping in the personal collection, but she'll probably stay in the personal collection from the Witcher Wild Hunt series, which is totally cool. Look at those eyes. They look like, look at that. They look like they can glow really good. See all that, those little giblets of GID on that? That's pretty cool. This is a cool pop. Let me know what you think of Siri or Suri in the comments below. And yeah, which one of these four is your favorite pickup? I mean, mine is clearly that glow in the dark one. I think that one's sick. Although the Luchador Conan's pretty dope too. It's personal preference, but let me know down in the comments below which one of these four basically free pops down below, which ones you like the best out of this little four pickup right here. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, subscribe for more. I do reviews every single day, so be looking out for that, and have a great rest of your day.